March 1942, Pacific Theater. The enemy continues to send carriers close to Tarawa, attempting to stop our invasion. Enterprise fighter became crucial to our heavy cruiser survival and the ability to find and sink the enemy. Meanwhile, USS Washington will rendezvous with our existing forces and attempt to break Japanese blockade of Milne Bay. Hello and welcome back to Pacific Ocean. We have a large task force here. As you can see, we've got a heavy cruiser and we've got Washington, USS Washington. What's coming at us is yet another flight of Zeros from, I assume, some carrier. Most likely they will try to bomb heavy cruisers and the likes. Also thinking about this, they might be going for a lead destroyer, so I'll break the lead destroyer off and have it turn around so that we get Atlanta, so that we get a better, they did bomb the destroyer. We will see how it goes. It's actually, no hits. It's actually reasonably smart of them. Oh, there was a near miss by the looks of it. Because, basically the destroyers are the only thing that they can do any damage to. But I think that's pretty much it. I don't expect us to shoot many of them, but, yeah. We'll have almost hit Washington, Atlanta. It's torpedo launchers, okay. Washington, one of those things. They might be going after the destroyer again. By the looks of it, these three. So let's start turning. Both those hit. Washington is being hit, but these are... okay. The destroyer has been hit and flooded. That's unpleasant, but we can deal with this. Washington, some very minor damage. More or less nothing that is not sort of too worrisome. We're down about, 4 or 5 more hits on Washington, but as I say, Atlanta's hit by bomb. Well, this is unpleasant because that drops her speed. Turn actually. It's rather not propeller as I thought. So this is unpleasant, but it's nothing that we sort of couldn't deal with. We will repair everything and go home. Well, not go home, of course, just try to find the carrier that launched this. By the looks of it, it should be a reasonably large carrier, so we will... it will be good to sink it. We shut down a quarter of the planes for some minor damage on Destroyer and Atlanta. That's okay, we can live with that. So, I have this task force here and the other task force as well in the area. So I saw the planes coming in from here and we are trying to find that carrier. Let's see whether we will find it before its strike forces will find us. Because unfortunately my Enterprise task force with a cap is all the way there. I had to release it to replenish the planes. And I didn't want to wait, so we will see whether it will pay or not. And here are some more Zeros, this time coming to attack our heavy cruiser force. I've broken up the formation and I'm going to, we'll see how it goes. This allows me to bear more weapons on them, and as well it gives a narrower target for the bombs. So in general, if you can turn the way that they're perpendicular on the attack of the planes, that's always good. And they actually don't have, but they do have bombs. I thought that they didn't have bombs. So they're going up in New Orleans, which is fine by me. New Orleans is turning, running in circles. Oh, we'll see how it goes. We got one hit, one near miss, I would say. Unfortunately, the hit was to the rudder, which is really unpleasant, to be honest. Yeah, as you can see, the turn efficiency has dropped a lot. And we shot down a 0. Let's hope it doesn't hit anyone. Oh, we are fine. San Juan got a direct hit. Okay, so it managed to drop the bomb before, but it's okay. So we shot down one. There is a minor damage to New Orleans. At some stage we will drop these two destroyers and replace them with the fresh ones, but for now they're okay. We have an unpleasant experience here coming because we have a enemy task force spawning right on top of us, and I don't think we have managed to get enough of them before they drop the bombs, and that means that New Orleans might be in for a world of hurt, because I think that they would have dropped on New Orleans. We'll see. Maybe not. Maybe they didn't drop, but here we've got some more torpedo bombers coming in. We'll see how they do, because they appear to be coming in for, well, we've got some fighters on their tail, but they don't seem to be doing that great. Well, I take it back. They did an okay job. Now the question is what these guys will do. They appear to be, got one of them down. They appear to go after Pensacola. There's still two of them. We are turning, but very, very, very slowly. One's down, and the second's down as well. Okay. We've got more planes coming in here, and lots of land-based planes. You can see there is 44 planes in total. We've got a very large cap. That means we should be okay with all of these guys. Except of course they tend to concentrate like very stupidly on a few planes and not splitting their attention enough. It's yeah, it's a bugbear I have, but you know, it's not much you can do about this really. Although maybe the new AI would make the wheel of the Wildcat, but with 44 planes, if we just lose one Wildcat, I'm more than happy, to be honest. Except that we lost 4 already, not one, as I thought there is another one going down. Yeah, but you know, it's still, you expect to lose some in a cap, but we've now dropped all of the important targets. Now it's only zeros, and we should be able to deal with those fairly quickly. But oh, you can see the sort of how many damaged Wildcats we've got here. It's like a, yeah. And we've got our wish. There is a massive force. You can see a battleship here, one heavy cruiser. That's actually, I think, a Gano, a light cruiser. This is, I think, another Agano. So I would say, I don't know whether, I think these are Aganos. So lots of Aganos, two heavy cruisers, 2 battleships, and a bunch of light cruisers. Which means we are more or less equal. except that we are in a formation which is far from conductive for Isei, far from conductive for shooting. We are at 20,000 yards. We should have a slight advantage having a smoke down there, because with smoke we should be sort of a bit better. It's time to form up, you guys, and go this way on your own, more or less. We should have a massive advantage because we should have a much better visibility. You can see they are popping star shells, and it appears we've already got a good hit at Isei because she is burning. This is not her laying smoke. Her laying smoke sort of drops down. You can see that they are not even firing anywhere. Well, this is unpleasant. We've lost another Wildcat and a little surprise, and another one with this massive replay. We need to, but this was a nice one. And as long as they are acting as a distraction carnifex, that also helped, of course. That was like 2 good hits. Don't know what from. Could have been from Washington, could have been from the heavy cruisers. Don't care, as long as they are hitting. Yeah, we are getting a good range. This is where Raider sort of froze. Although it would have been nicer. Yeah, well, she has turned, that's why we are not sinking this Yugumo yet. But I think it's going to be, yeah, you can see we are getting closer and closer. We should be starting to hit anytime soon, one hopes. Yeah, well, we got a few hits now, which is very good. Yeah, and we are starting to do our usual light cruiser thing. We are behind a massive, you can see the flashes here, but we are behind a massive cloud of smoke, and the visibility is lost. Magazine explosion, she's down. That's fine, that's excellent. But I think this destroyer is going to go down shortly. They usually don't survive too long after a magazine explosion. And Isei is also, well, he has been hit quite a few times. She's not burning anymore. At least she's not emitting any smoke. But we are now switching our attention to this destroyer, which is as it should be. This destroyer is basically a toast. Well, this was a magazine explosion on this Sacco. And we had a magazine explosion on something else. I think it was on this Yugumo. So these 2 destroyers are done for, and Yugumo here is sinking, but before it sunk, it managed to get rammed by a heavy cruiser. But we are dealing with Isei. You can see that Isei is not having a good time. And now we are targeting this destroyer, which means that after a while they won't have any destroyers. Which is why I brought the light cruisers, because yeah, they are there to deal with the destroyers at a distance. And the beautiful thing so far is that because of the weather and the smoke, so far we had an absolute invulnerability. Famous last words, of course. Well, this looks very good. Furutaka is burning. This thing here is burning. Isei is burning. This destroyer looks like she's not going to last much longer. After which our light cruisers will switch to light cruisers. Yeah. And even if they would escape, the fact that we've sunk so many destroyers makes them extremely vulnerable to the attack of our planes from Milne Bay. I suspect they might have been going trying to attack Milne Bay in the hope of destroying the base there, and therefore effectively, um, yeah, and the destroyer is going down. So we'll see what they do next. There's one more destroyer, and then a bunch of light cruisers, heavy cruisers, of course, ESA. So let's see what our next target is going to be. Well, Kagero is the target for the light cruisers and destroyers. Little surprise there. As I said, like they are going after the. We are already scoring some hits, so they're going after the destroyers first. I think ESA is sort of slowed down massively, and she might be taking on some water as well. It's hard to say, but I would say it's likely. Yeah, there are some Takao. If we would sink all of this, that would be a major naval victory for us. Just the heavy cruisers, think of the heavy cruisers. And I think they finally are starting to retaliate. Yes, they are now. Okay, so we have to. I think we are going to get us slightly further away, but we do have to now watch for the damage on our ships. Kagero here is, yeah, in a bad shape, as you would expect after being pummeled by our allied cruisers. Issei is also not in great shape. I guess we got too close, so we need Wichita to New Orleans, form up Wichita in turn it back. We really need to sink Issei. We are hitting her, which is good, but you know, we need to get some good hits. Yeah, well, here we are sort of sinking Agano. You can see how even the light cruisers sort of there's something, yeah. San Juan is getting pummeled, unfortunately. He is drawing a lot of fire from everyone here. Luckily, they can only use the front turrets, so it's not too bad, but we should really sink this Agano sooner the better. Because once we sunk it, that's these two guns that will not worry us anymore, and we can concentrate on the heavy cruisers. Issei is finally burning, and he's dead in the water, but unfortunately for us, our heavy cruisers are taking pounding. Yeah, as you can see here, Pensacola, Wichita is sort of getting ready to deal with them, but yeah, you can see that Pensacola has been hit badly. But shortly we might be able to get out of the range of at least some of the guns, which is going to be good. And one, yeah, we will need to. We will definitely need to get some repairs done, but I think we should be okay overall. As in, we will be in better shape than they will be. Furutaka here is, yeah, she is not in a good shape. She still can fire, which is sad, but unfortunately you can see that we can see them now, which is not a good thing. But if we sink the heavy cruiser, we should be okay. In the meanwhile, I'm going to break off San Juan, because she is literally, yeah, in very bad shape. I'm not very happy with her, but you know, it's Agano's done for. Issei stopped burning, which is unpleasant, and we are just fighting fires here with Pensacola. This Furutaka is like, I'm amazed she's still afloat. Yeah, you can see how she's getting better. It would help immensely if she hit WotS finally. We caught up Pensacola before she blew up. One again is getting pummeled. Get these fires looked at. Furutaka here, I think, I don't know whether the turrets are still operational or not, but we really need to, well, the rear turret is operational, and the front turrets are operational as well. But we got the good news. Issei is sinking. Excellent. So we sunk our, I think it's a second battleship because we sunk one with our flags. That allows us to send New Orleans this way, and actually to send Pensacola this way as well. And you go and fires are what is important. I don't know how this Furutaka is still alive. She should have sunk quite some time back. She is like battered. Granted, she is probably taking fire mostly from light cruisers, but still, okay, this is the Agano that we've been attacking. The cow here is in terminal state, I would say. Yeah, I'm amazed at this Furutaka. Not only she's still aflame, aflame as well, but only one of her turrets is actually non-functional, and it's this one. The other two are still working, which is just amazing. At least the secondary armament seems to be gone, which is always a plus. And Takao here is dead in the water, which means that, yeah, well, I think she has only one, and I think she's going down now. Yeah, Takao is going down, so that's one less thing to worry about, one heavy cruiser, and we can concentrate on other targets. This Agano here is stationary, so I think she's not going to last much longer. Can you believe the amount of punishment this Furutaka took and is still afloat? Still afloat, and Furutakas are the early model of, oh, that's probably going down, finally, hurrah. Actually, no, it wasn't her, it was the Agamo that we've attacked way earlier. So this Furutaka is still afloat, as I was going to say. She is the, she and another Agamo is sinking here. So it's one Agamo. Where's the other one? And this one is sinking as well. So we have one Agamo left, and nice explosion, and incredible invincible Furutaka, which is still afloat, still fighting for the Emperor. It's just incredible, really. But I think she has just finished. Finally. That was one Furutaka. I never said. So Furutakas are one of the early cruiser designs, so they have the least amount of armor, and as such I would have expected her to last way less than Takao, but clearly she has outlasted them almost all except for the Agano, and the Agano was out there longer only because she was still, no one could have been bothered to attack her. But now she's there, she is dead, and I think this was actually a pretty good naval engagement with some fun stuff. We have suffered quite a bit, as you can see, some less so. Washington has some damage, we'll have to release her. She has director damage, secondaries, funnel. Wichita, I think, is okay. Pensacola will have to be released. New Orleans is okay. San Juan will have to be released. Juneau will have to be released. Yeah, so basically we will have to release, with the exception of Atlanta, San Diego, and New Orleans, everyone, which will sort of put a bit of a damp on our future progress. But that should be we should be able to deal with it. We sunk quite a lot of things. So I do hope you enjoyed this Easter episode. We had our first major naval engagement, which we won the Battle of Pearl Sea. If you did enjoy it, please consider subscribing because that helps the channel a lot. Liking and commenting I always welcome as well because feedback is extremely important for me. So enjoy your Easter and I will see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.